Okay, so Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi is here. Let's review. Star Wars The Last Jedi is written and directed by Rian Johnson and is the 8th official episode in the Star Wars universe. And it stars Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, John Boyega, Daisy Ridley, and Adam Driver as the main characters. The Force Awakens ended on a cliffhanger, and this movie begins right after the previous one ended. Rey has found Luke, and Kylo has returned to Snoke. The Resistance, led by General Organa, is fighting the First Order with everything they got. The movie draws a lot of parallels to The Empire Strikes Back. Didn't draw too many parallels as the Force Awakens did to A New Hope, which was almost a remake, really. You kind of felt you had seen The Force Awakens before, but you don't feel that as much here, though. Luckily. Mark Hamill does his best job as Luke Skywalker in this movie. It's obvious that Luke has been through hell, and you can understand why he fled to that island in the first place. You could just see how much he has given up on the Jedi Order after training Ben Solo. And it's kind of nice that the film explore what happened towards the end of the training. Kylo Ren is still a little brat with too much power on one hand, but on the other hand he also is a pretty complex and conflicted villain. All the other characters were also given great performances by their respective actors. Characters I wish they used more, though, it's Captain Phasma and Snoke. Phasma they didn't get to use almost at all in the previous movie, which they could have redeemed themselves, but no. And Snoke, they hyped him so much in the last movie, and they barely used him in this one too. I was like, what the fuck, man? Neither was used enough, far from it. But one character that got a lot more screen time in this was Poe Dameron. I really appreciate he got more to do now, since he's one of the big heroes in the Resistance. The movie also goes in brave new directions. I'm guessing that's why Rian Johnson has got a whole trilogy for him to explore, I guess. But the biggest drawback for me here was the runtime. Runtime is at 2.5 hours, but it felt way longer. I've seen movies at 3 hours that felt much shorter than this one. But the visuals, as in episode 7, are stunning and beautiful. In the end, I will say that the Star Wars universe is a fun universe, and we all would love to swing a lightsaber or fire a blaster. But I think Disney is milking this a bit too much. I read the other day that they've planned at least 9 more movies, 3 of which is a new trilogy. The Last Jedi is a fun and entertaining movie, but it feels a bit long and we don't see anything we haven't seen before in a Star Wars movie, really. Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, gets a 4 on the dice. I would also like to hear what you think of this year's most anticipated movie. Comment below and make sure you hit that subscribe button for more videos like this one.